All right, here we go. I don't know what to say. Obviously, got a big challenge in front of us. We recognize that. Get going on. Well, I think the last time was a great time to play him. Because of that, like you say, it was a great time to play him. They had a new player back there for some reason. He looks decent. I should make waves for saying, he doesn't look the same to me. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if you say you beat him up, but I mean, we won the game, so that was great. Every other time I've had to play against him, at quarterback, but he's, it's just, he's the best player at his position, and obviously it's, quarterback in this league is the most important position. So, it's a big challenge. I mean, anytime you go against him, obviously, if he knows what you're in trouble. Well, I mean, we have to have a great plan in. I think when he, scorched us the first time, he knew exactly what we were in. We've got to be ready. We know what we're going to get. I mean, we're assuming we're going to get way more, what Brady does. They play more up-tempo, so you can get more no-huddle. You're going to get way more empty. You're going to do all those type of things. So we've got to have a great plan, for him, and hopefully we can somehow keep him off balance. Well, you don't want to present the same picture because once he's seen it, he's got great recall, and he's got the skill to beat you. So you've hopefully you can paint a different picture for him. No, I mean I think it was. It's not just, Tom Brady's not the only guy out there, so everybody's out there. So I think it was, we look like the better team that day. Now, we'll see who the better team is this day, but, for who was out there, whatever, we were definitely the better team that day. Well, I'm encouraged by the fact that it looks like there's a chance we're going to get Marcel back, so I'm encouraged by that. These other we'll be fine. We just move on. Well, it's the same thing. We better, if he'll do the same thing that kid did in Miami to us if we don't tackle better than we did. So we definitely understand that. I'd much rather scheme against some other team, a team down at the bottom than at the top. But it's, I think as a competitor, then, obviously this team's, ranked number one in the power rankings or whatever, and they've won our division forever. It's, I mean, as a competitor, you want to go against the best, or you want to see how you stand up against the very best, and we'll find out, on Sunday where we stand, how we stand up to these guys. I'm not going to say anything about that. Like I say, I was happy with the results when we played them the last time.
You agree with the premise, though, about what they are now, how hungry and motivated they seem to be?
Well, I mean, they're in first place or whatever, so that team's always driven by that. Their goals are set much higher than, whatever, and they should be. But I don't necessarily buy into all that. I just know just like us, we're driven like crazy. Maybe it's, for whatever reason, but I don't think the deflategate would have them more motivated than they always are. Well, I'm just encouraged by the fact that he's going to be limited. I think that last week he couldn't practice, so that's encouraging to me. Well, we'll see. Every week's different. We know we have to be able to run the ball with way more efficiency than we did, that past week. There's no doubt about that. Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously you can't just, you can go out there and beat your head on the wall or something like that. But, each week we'll come up with different plans. And main thing is we know, like I said, we know we have to be more efficient in the running game. That's and especially with some of the injuries that we've had outside. If we can't run the ball, we're going to be in trouble. Well, I think that the difference, they're both Pro Bowl tight ends, so that's one thing. They both have great ability as blockers, and then they can be vertical receivers. They can be possession receivers. They're 6'7" or 6'8", whatever they are. They're huge. It's just, they got a massive catching radius. They can run after the catch. They're competitive. Other than that, they're not any good. So, I mean, it's like, what I said in the off season about, like, it's difficult, man.